Hello and welcome to my new Let's Play in European of South 4. I'll be playing as England. Now, for those of you wondering what happened to my Camus Let's Plays, all of my saves got corrupted. All of them. And, to be honest, this was including the Camus, the main one and the backup, autosaves, everything, gone. So I'm going to have to start a new Let's Play. And it was after my recording session where I got episode 15 out, which I did on the day it was put out. I was going to do a few more episodes that Sunday to be ready for that week, and yeah, I discovered it was all corrupted. I think it might just be due to the new update. It worked the first time, second time it decided to not, due to all the other saves I had in. So I had to delete everything. So starting from no saves. And well, going into this at the Third Crusade start date, England is pretty strong. Now I'm at war with the... well, I think everyone is at war with the EUIV. And look at the numbers. Masses of troops. Masses of them. Franconia is undoubtedly giving the most though. But my plan's pretty simple. I'm gonna try and kill whatever's in the way, really. And at the moment my plan is to take over Brittany, Wales and Ireland. Scotland can be dealt with later, though I do have a mission to vassalize them. Now, starting ruler is very good at this point in the game. Morale is not so bad, you're just gonna eat dirt if you lose a battle. My army is gonna be 14,000 strong. Which is still a little over my force limit, admittedly, but I also will have a lot of money. Now, navy-wise... ooh, I've got 8 cogs. How much more could I sustain? Quite a lot. Now, France is very weak. Because in effect, look at the size of them. Damn, they really want those provinces, don't they? But either way, I have good admin and good military. I will also be focusing on bringing up the navy to a good standard. So, that there. I have no interest at the moment of engaging the EUIVs. I'll just fabricate on these and take them out. I do have a core on them, I believe. Nope, I do not. The game lied then in the startup screen, but it makes sense for them to not have it. So I'm going to spend 2 of my Diplos doing that. What's the other one doing? Oh yeah, Brittany. Sorry, I'm an idiot. But this is a small area. It shouldn't be much of a concern to take. Brittany itself is going to be a bit more resistant, but I doubt it'll be any more difficult. Now, Guyane is part of me, which means I do already have a mainland holding. They've been in it since, well, a long time ago. I'll quarantine it. So I could integrate them quite soon, in all honesty. So I am going to improve relations with them soon enough. So these 2 are going to take out. Then I will focus on Scotland, who's... it's not a strong power, but it's one that could give me concern at the worst of times. Now, I'm not really interested in the war, and I doubt anyone else is really going to be able to go and help. Because, you know, Jerusalem is totally screwed where it is right now. Now, other reasons I chose this start date? Byzantines, they historically got screwed over. I'm not sure if there's an event for it or such, But I believe they'll probably just recover and go on to become awesome again. And that's something I'd like to see happen. Maybe a good end game boss, really. Because they have the potential to cover a vast amount of land. Now, they've reformed into Andalusia immediately. So they own a lot of North Africa and quite a bit of Southern Iberia. So they'll be a tough opponent as well, I imagine. But I'm England, and I'll have the English traditions. I'll probably end up representing the Western Roman Empire, because I'll be taking over France, Iberia, Italy. Just generally conquer everything. And I'll still be colonising. Because there's no point in not doing it. Now, still. I think the most crucial thing is taking into consideration the Kamog Mongols are a thing right now, which means there could potentially be a formation, if you'd like, of the Mongol Empire, which will have an absurd modifier, and they'd be able to basically wipe aside any army in the game, any nation, no matter how. They'll have a massive, massive morale advantage over them. Now, Brittany was discovered. One's going to go to Scotland while I declare war on these. Now, France in general is a lot weaker in the start thanks to this and this. So, they're very easy kill, I think. Apart from the fact they could get a few powerful allies. But since they're currently in a war, they can't do that. So, diplomats come back, send one up here to Aberdeen. I'll send them to Ayrshire, just for the good looking stuff of it. So I'll take Northern Wales first. So Gwynedd, and I should actually get a leader. I've got the points, and I cannot sustain 2. Get you to marches quickly. I do doubt I'll need to use both armies in these, but I can declare war on both really within a month of each other and siege up both of them. The papacy is the leader of this. Now I'm taking the north first simply because it'll look better. Then again, it doesn't really matter much. So that'll take them out. They haven't got a very good leader at all. I'll use the other army to hunt their army down. But they got squished, so it doesn't really matter. Attempted to take Glamorgan. I can wait the sieges out too. I've got enough manpower, I believe. It'll be safe. Now Guyane is also going to assist with their military, which is okay. And I have no issue with what's going on here. No issue at all. So this guy who got discovered took considerably longer, but it was a believable one. Now these two are both going to fall quite quickly, I imagine. My manpower shouldn't suffer. And this does have to finish up a little faster, I believe. So Guyane got beaten, as expected. Now, these Welsh areas, they're not going to be much of an issue to keep down. They're very low development, and they are the right religion. It is just the culture, I believe. And Welsh culture is still acceptable for the time being. Now, the north got a breached wall. It's very likely it's going to collapse first. Now, Ireland is also a case. and it will have to be dealt with. And why the hell you? Oh yeah, Norway's got a few holdings here and there. Norway isn't too threatening, I'll be honest, and I'll probably take the holdings right off them. So uniting the British Isles is going to be my main interest at the moment, sorry. And again, I could naturally vassalize these guys, I believe. So I might just do that. Yes, I can, so no point in doing it the more violent way. You wouldn't take an... Oh yeah, I'm at war, aren't I? That doesn't really matter. This one will end soon enough. And look at the Byzantines. They're kicking Bulgaria's arse. Like that. Now these guys are basically going to become a Persian Empire, I think. Because, well, they're in the position to do so. And they've got a decent leader. Well, not decent, but average. Overall. Give me all your money. So, yeah, that isn't really an issue at all. I can take that. So, Scotland is next, and they're going to be the ones that I probably conquer. Now, they've gone advanced the frontier. No. Good luck with that, mate. You're not going to do it. Now, that is now fallen as well. So that's both areas of Wales, which are taken. And I'll take all the money as well, just to boost me. And which estates are unhappy? The clergy and the nobility are quite close too. So I will hand this over to the clergy, the southern area, and the northern area will be handed to the nobility. That should satisfy them both for the time being. Now Brittany, a small power to my south, is probably going to end up getting killed by me. And to be honest, do I really have to take Ireland violently? I can just do this slowly over time. Tyrone wants an alliance now. I'll take that. Now I can have no more... I'll use my time then to improve relations with you with one, and then I can eventually vassalize him. Meanwhile, Scotland can be destroyed by fabrication, and I'll just vassalize Ireland bit by bit, unless they manage to unite into a single nation. They're not really going to get very far, I think. Now there's another advantage or two to what I'm going to do. Now, I believe I will have a natural chance to inherit them. They're not violent at all. Well, they have a bit, but that's relative power, and it's not very much still. Now, one thing I can kill, and probably do so with devastating effects, would be France. I can take Paris, and probably other provinces around, very quickly. And if I use that to my advantage, I should be able to effectively become the dominant power in Europe very, very, very quickly. Like, I doubt anyone would be able to stand against me if I managed to achieve that. I've already got a significant amount of development. And just a quick check of modifiers. I'm still in the medieval era. That ends at 47. I'll take the disorder, thanks. But at the moment we are Tech 39. We get plague events, famine, things like that till a certain thing, well, the medieval period has passed. I'm not positive on this, but that's what I believe is the main case. Tripoli doesn't exist. Does that matter? But now I've got a considerable navy, I guess. And I could either declare war on Scotland and take all I want any time, or I can focus further on going into the mainland. I can only get one more claim on them anyway, so I'll take it. Now, from where I am right now, the chances are I'll be taking Brittany or Scotland out next. And my union inherits, or can potentially be inherited, in, let's see, another 14 years. John is, he's a bit below average, I guess. But either way, I was going to do, like I said in the last episode I actually recorded, the Enster is actually going to try and grow. Okay, that's interesting. But the last episode I recorded, I said I was going to do something. And that was the 1354 mod, I believe, or 1356. Can't remember exactly, I haven't had a look today. But the reason I'm not doing it is because an update came out for it recently. Which I believe is today, really. But a reason for me not going to do it would really be, it's going to be a little bit more, it's less stable during the period, right after an update, even if it's small. Anyway, I also want to do this instead of, oh god, what just happened? Let me guess, you got tack up. What was that? What was, I can't remember. I think you just have to certain reform design maybe to trigger the thing for a possibility of happening. Okay, it's time to begin going across the channel to Brittany. Brittany is going to die. And I'm not threatened by any of the others. In the area, I doubt they'll be able to deal with me. Now I could take this here. But I'll instead go for the current, more current, positive one. So he's on the boat, in the third. He's off the boat very soon after. So the last claim I can fabricate on them is coming along now. And, well, Brittany will cease to exist pretty soon. They have 8 troops, which is something I'm not really bothered about. I can deal with that, and I can put both armies here. I believe this is that's their current capital, Finisterre. Normally it's in Loya, I believe. No fort. This is their only fort. I'll be able to occupy that and send both armies to here. Ooh. That's a pretty big local unrest issue. I'm not going to stay Catholic anyway, I'll just suffer the penalty. Damn though, that is a lot of unrest and I just wouldn't be able to cope with that much right now. So we're approaching the end of our first episode and well, we have a certain particular war about to begin. So let this be Oop. Aragon abandons their new allies. So I'm going to rush in, take what I can. This episode is going to be our first proper war against something that's not OPM. It doesn't really matter because they're still very weak. Ooh, well, my vassal wants, well, my personal union rather, I guess, is a little frisky, it seems. But it's a quick war, it shouldn't take too long. Look at that, totally crushing them. So now it's just a matter of keeping them occupied. It's a quick war, and I can finish it off next episode. But, to be honest, I am going to do a little bit of payback for making a bit of an issue, really, with my not uploading on Monday yesterday. And look at this. I'll get the loyalty. But I'll prefer to take the... I'll make them like me more again. I'll put it that way. Now the EUIVs. Now look at that. The Byzantines have just taken all their cores, and look at that. What's Serbia gonna do? What's Rum gonna do? Rum's gonna get screwed over by the Byzantines, it seems. Could have been another good campaign now, really, couldn't it? But either way, now they won't give a single thing without me sieging down their fort, which is their capital. So I'm just gonna have to set it up, and oh god, that dipped. Oh. Ah, they've changed that, have they? Make it so we can see what the cores are gonna be. That's nice, that's nice. So I know I can't call this already then. Well, for now anyway. That's a very nice little touch I haven't noticed. Very nice, very nice. Now Scotland on the other hand. They're not a powerful nation. And Wales is about to become cores. Oh yeah, I forgot to increase unrest in you. Oops. Well, it's been done now. Would you just piece me out? There's no real point in it. And there's no real point to that war anymore. Just get out of it. Which means that once they're gone, my war exhaustion will slowly go down. It also means I can find allies if I want. Nah, I won't give any of you it. You can all die. Ha. Now, Tyrone, I can make a vassal very soon. Don't I have a military alliance with you? Oh yeah, it's just... I'm an idiot. Maintain diplomat there. Really, it's that close, is it? Damn. Either way, let's get longbow. And once this war ends, I'll end this episode. So, we're looking just fine. France is not a very powerful nation right now. Their king isn't very good, though he is admittedly young. And you know what, I shall begin fabricating on them, because I expect the siege to take a while, and I will fabricate on their capital, Paris. If I can take anything, it will be Paris and these three provinces here. But that is going to be a lot. But I also think taking the coastline is also high priority. Actually, does my personal union have any... No, he doesn't have any cores in the area. If he did say I've cores down here, I'd give those to him. And then integrate them. And Andalusia is having a bad time. Good job, lad. You're getting destroyed. Now, about Scotland. Let's see. Scotland is a... They're not a massive power. but they're enough to warrant the use of a full army. Quite possibly both of the armies, considering how the AI loves to build up a lot of things at once, and it's just an annoying habit of the AI, I think, really. So the siege is done. The one in Scotland will be done eventually. I can pull the guy back from Tyrone. God, that is not what I wanted. So let's finish the episode up here. Once this guy gets back, I'll take Brittany. Ooh, I should have checked about my thing there, where is it? Coalition. And no one really cares. That's good. British France. So I can call a bit of it. So I'll call the richer provinces first, which I can call 2 of. I'll rise autonomy in all of them. And, well, how does he feel? Ooh, he doesn't like that. So let's see. Do I have to send you a gift? Do I have... Well, I can make him transfer trade power, so that'll be some more relations. And again, it might be for me mainly. But now I just have to send a small gift and I can get him. Which is a very pleasant thing. So again, I am sorry for not having an episode out yesterday, if any of you actually care, that is. Just send a small gift. And look, vassalization. Totally available. Could feed all of Ireland to him. Would be a rather pleasant thing to do. It'll take just 10 years to integrate, well, begin integrating him, which means he'll go in at around the same time Guyane does. I believe I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I don't know what the right pronunciation is. So I could feed them the rest of Ireland. They'll probably cut down their army size, so I'd have to help them with that. Now, God, I didn't mean to click that. Let's just set our rivals before the end of this episode, is it? And, well, there's not much variety there, is there? Don't know how France is so powerful, apparently. I frankly do not believe the game. But, here we are. This is the position of Europe by now. And I personally like my own position. It's very stable, very strong. So, I'm gonna get Mohiban Coring. And I also shall get Stern Post. I just want to get a few things done before the end of the episode, namely coring the most expensive provinces. Now, my current interest would be in getting rid of Connacht. But does he have any claims? Just have a quick look before we end. He does. I could use that. So what I shall do is move my navy over to here, and I'll set up the scene for our next little campaign in Ireland. I'll only need 1 army for this to support his. Then again, I think I'll just do all the work. It's much easier. The vassal could possibly still screw up after all. I'll feed him that, and then I'll let him fabricate on the Leinster. So, it's set for our next campaign. In either way, I'll see you in that episode. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.